Assessing the core functions for your unit. This section is applicable for administrative departments. The checklist for this area of the annual report has two items. First, to delete or add functions if the role or unit has changed, and second is to edit each function and input your findings, interpretation, and action taken next steps. So if we go over to the annual report interface, assessing your functions is going to be done by clicking on the function tab up top. You're going to see your mission statement in there, which you've already reviewed. And then the list of your functions is going to appear in this section here. You'll note that they're all coded with a not updated status. As you go in and input your findings, interpretations, and action taken, you will see this change to an updated status. For your convenience, for this section, we've integrated the resource guide for your functions. So if you click on this, the component resource guide will open up just for functions. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you the list of all the components involved in this assessment, the function statement, your performance measure, the benchmark, the findings. It's going to give you an explanation usage, a couple examples, very straightforward examples of how to use that, and then the last three columns over here are your evaluation rubric dimensions there, how it's going to be assessed by the MAC committee when it comes up for review. So that's a real handy document for you to have at your disposal while you're working on the assessment for your functions. So back to this screen quick here. Like I mentioned, if you need to change these, you can delete a function there if you want. You can add a new function by clicking on that and then inputting the values into the components there. Generally, if it hasn't changed, what you want to do is for each of these functions that's listed here as not updated, you want to go ahead and click edit. That'll open this screen here. A new feature we've added is mouse overs on the component titles, which it takes some of that information from the component resource and just makes it readily available on the same screen. It'll give you a description of what you're going to put in each one of these components. Function description, your performance measure, your benchmark, what your findings is, your interpretation, and your action taken. So generally, the first three components are going to roll over from last year. They can change, but generally they are fairly the same from year to year. So you're going to go down into your findings section, and you're going to input, what actually happened here. So once you've got that information, click Save and Close there, and you'll notice that has changed to an updated status. What you want to do is go through, do the same thing for each of the remaining functions. You'll see all of these change to an updated status, and then you're done with that section.